Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. So last week we had a bit of a rocky second week in Tumble, but we did manage to actually get ourselves up to a 1-star hospital. So we sort of said in the previous episode we're going to try and make a move into this hospital here, which is Mitton University. So this is a research and teaching hospital, so this could be quite good to actually get some new technology and things like that. So I think we'll jump into here, see what we can do. Now, Zark and Tal have been really helpful actually again and popped some comments on last week's video because, yeah, we did have an awful lot of ghosts there back in Tumble, and also came up with some suggestions around how we're setting up the clinics and sort of the GP offices and the queues associated. And the theory is, and you know, he did stress it is a bit of a theory or an observation or a pattern that he was seeing, was that patients tended to go to the GP office that was closest to the treatment room or the clinic or diagnosis room that they'd visited when they were going back again. So I'm going to kind of try and bear that in mind a little bit as well, and also around the staffing, sort of making sure that we've got qualified staff to cover all of those different areas. But apparently you can also restrict certain staff members from going into certain rooms, which should hopefully help keep staffing in the key areas actually better, that we can actually assign nurses that they can specifically just do pharmacy or specifically just do ward. And that in some respects should help with the level of care and should probably help us not kill so many people. This is the theory, right? This is the theory. This is what we're going to try and attain. However, this is me. So no doubt I'll probably get caught up in it and just completely forget everything. But let's give it a go anyway. So Mitton University. The Vice-Chancellor of Mitton University has been impressed with our progress, and we've been invited to establish Mitton University Research and Teaching Hospital. This is a great opportunity for us, and we can set up a research department and develop some new tech. Awesome. We'll only be able to recruit student doctors and nurses here, so we'll need to train them. So Mitton University will provide us with extra funds for each person we train and extra research points and each research project we complete even. Firstly, they will need a research licence. The Ministry will grant us one if we can demonstrate our technical prowess by establishing a hospital with some upgraded machinery. So this part of the country is quite cold. We'll need to put down some radiators as well. So that is something that is worth bearing in mind. So let's have a look here. So some parts of the country are quite cold or too hot, but we'll need to keep our people comfortable by ensuring they're warm enough, but also not too warm. If people are too cold or too hot, they can become unhappy and may eventually leave. In cold locations, place radiators around the hospital. In hot locations, we'll need aircon. Use the temperature visualisation mode to identify cold and hot areas of the hospital and make sure the hospital is comfortable temperature to maximise our thermal comfort rating. So there we go. So we've got to get the hospital to level 3 and we need to upgrade at least one machine. So I am going to hit pause and let's just kind of zoom out. So this is what we've got at the moment, is just this area here. But you can see this hospital is absolutely huge, right? Absolutely huge. I don't know what that is. That looks quite cool. So we've got plenty of room for expansion. Now, it's possible that what we might want to do is buy one of these plots and actually make a particular plot for research. Maybe we'll start off with sort of some basic clinics and things in this part of the hospital here. So let's have a go. So room wise, let's get a reception down. Ooh. Oh wow, are we actually building a reception area? Interesting. Oh, look at that. That's quite mad. Let's kind of do this. So look, it's a much bigger reception, isn't it? So what do we have here? So what's this? It's like a hatch for them to get in and out, I guess. This is very cool. This is very posh. Let's have We'll just have the one for the moment. So we've got the reception pod, we've got the hatch, we've got mini filing cabinets. Where can they go in? Will they fit in here? We can pop one there. That's quite cool. And naturally we're going to want a bin as well. Can we get a small radiator room for them? We can. Amazing. So that's quite different, isn't it? That is quite different. So I'm guessing we can probably pick this up if we want to, maybe, and yeah, and we can pop that there. But yeah, I like that. I like that. That's very different. That's a really different approach. So naturally, GP offices. We'll try and get those again quite close. I'm conscious of space at the moment, so I am going to keep rooms reasonably small for the moment. But let's get these bits down. Pop a nice lamp in there. Bin will fit there. Pop our fire extinguisher just in the corner. And our hand sanitizer, and we'll put again, it's not the biggest room, so we should be able to get away with a small radiator and a nice plant in the corner, and we'll get a couple of little wee posters up. Okay, so we're happy with that room. Now I'm kind of thinking sort of diagnosis wise. So we'll have the one GP office. We'll put some items down. So general diagnosis. What we will do is maybe pop that in this corner here. Like so. And we'll put our doorway there. Let's put our machine there. With our bed next to it. Filing cabinet. And will the bin fit next to that? It won't, but we'll pop the bin. Bin may be there. Have our fire extinguisher. I'll have that in that corner. The usual hand sanitizer. And again, I think we could probably get away with a small radiator maybe. There. Always like to have a nice plant. Can we get that anywhere down here, I wonder? Pop it there. And we will bring the posters in just to try and make it nice. So I'm okay with that. So we've got an initial GP office here. I'm wondering whether we ought to put another one sort of just here maybe. And we'll have the door there. I don't really want the filing cabinet right in front of a window particularly, do we? We'll pop the lamp. Pop the lamp there. Bin next to the filing cabinet. Fire extinguisher, you'll fit there beautifully. Hand sanitizer. Small radiator, which should in theory fit under the window. Have our traditional plant, which we'll try and pop in, and our posters. Lovely. So that is general diagnosis, and that gives us a GP's office that's right next door for anybody that goes to general diagnosis. So cardiology is another diagnosis room, so I'm actually going to pop cardiology over here. We'll put our door for cardiology there. Have our treadmill squeeze in there like so. Can we get the filing cabinet in behind the door, I wonder? Yes, we can. Bin in the corner. Extinguisher next to the bin. Hand sanitizer just by the door. We'll have a small radiator. We'll pop that. Kind of think we'll actually pop that on this wall because it might help with the outside areas as well. Nice plant in the corner, and we'll pop a couple of posters. We'll give the patient something to look at as well while they're on the treadmill. So I think that kind of covers that. And why don't we put another GP office? It's probably going to be best to have, let's think about that. If they're coming out of that door, the GP office might be better to be... Do we want two? This is the question that close. I'm wondering whether we put it here. Like so. That will probably help, I would think. Can we get that there? Yes, we can. Fire extinguisher. Oops, that can go there. Hand sanitizer. Normally have you on the other side of the door, but you're not going to fit there because I've put the fire extinguisher there. So you can go there for this particular one. Small radiator. Again, we'll put that on the outside wall or the inside wall, as it were. One beautiful plant. We'll have a lovely poster behind our doctor here, and let's have one there as well. So far we've got cardiology with a GP office. We've got a general GP office for when people arrive. We've got general diagnosis and a GP office. Now we do need a ward. The ward is not going to be massive. We could probably take that. So we can make a slightly longer GP office maybe. Where's our nurse station going to go? That will fit just in there. Let's have our changing cubicle there. And we'll have... probably get 3 beds in, can't we? I'm going to try and see if we can actually squeeze another screen in. Yeah, that's not going to quite work, is it? Do we need to move our door just over just a little bit so we can move these over, and that stops that being restricted. It just means it gives us 2 screens for patients to get ready, which is probably more helpful than just the one. We'll put the locker for that bed there. Obviously our nurse is going to need a filing cabinet. I'm going to be careful with placement with these. And a bin. Bin is okay, that's not putting any restrictions on there by the looks of things. Hand sanitizer, absolutely, we need to have that close to the door as possible. I wonder if we can swap it onto that wall. Will it allow us to put it there? No. We'll put that there then. It's a little bit unconventional for the way we normally design our hospitals, but that's fine. Fire extinguisher. Probably a larger radiator in here just because we've got more people. We'll pop that just by the window. Nice plant. Where can we have a nice plant? About there. And we'll get a couple of posters up just to kind of make it feel nice and cheery. Where are we going to get you? Yeah, you'll fit there. And let's squeeze another GP office if we can into this gap here. I'm going to pull that. No, do you know what? I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger because we can have the doorway there. Lovely. Okay, let's whack the extinguisher down. Let's put the fire extinguisher in the corner actually. Hand sanitizer close to the door as we can get it. That'll be nice there. We'll go again, we'll have a small radiator, but we'll have that here. Nice plant for the patients, and then naturally our posters. Right, so what have we got? What is not happy? That is not happy. So, can we move the filing cabinet that way? That's better. Okay, so the last thing we've got that we need is, let's think about it, so psychiatry. So why don't we have psychiatry? It's a little bit, let's get rid of that there. Move it along. That's it. Have that there. And we'll have the door for it here. So we have our psychiatrist armchair there. The couch there. Filing cabinet will probably swidge round. Have we got enough space there? Yes, we do. Pop a bin there. Fire extinguisher, hand sanitizer there. Where can we get our radiator? So radiator here. Pop a nice plant down, and then again we want to try and create a nice environment. So we'll put a couple of posters up. That's given us psychiatry. So we've got a choice of GP offices there as well. I'm wondering whether we put another one in, but other thing that we need then is staff room and toilets. So I'm going to put the staff room, I'm going to have a decent sized staff room, I think. Because we're going to have one or two staff members, are we not? So let's put a sofa and an armchair down. Oops, there. We will give them a TV. Let's go. TV there. I like having the TV at a bit of an angle. Coffee table. And let's pop a nice lamp in to make it pleasant. And let's give them all their vending machines. I want to put a bin in between if we can, like so. And then the snacks machine as close as we can. I think that will fit there nicely. Fire extinguisher, we'll just pop that just in the corner there. Hand sanitizer as they go out. We're going to need a bigger radiator in here, I think. Pop a nice plant down, a couple of posters. Lovely. We can start looking probably at some of our kudos for them as well. We'll pop that pop that there. Now I think there is lockers as well that we can put in. Where are the lockers gone? Oops, didn't mean to zoom out there. We'll just scroll up there. Yeah, let's put a few lockers in if we can. There we go. Ah, so we're at hospital level to 3 already. Wow, didn't even notice that. We've not even recruited anybody yet. Okay, and the last room I want to put in is toilets to start with. Do you know what? Actually, I don't want to put them there. I don't want to put them there. Come back here. Go away. I'm going to put the toilets down in the corner here. Like so, with the door there. Can we get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those down? 1, 2, 3. I think 3 sinks will have to do. Pop a bin down. We definitely need a hand dryer. I'm not so worried about a fire extinguisher. I do want a hand sanitizer though. And probably a small radiator that we might be able to fit in here somewhere. You gonna allow me to put that down? Well, that's not going well, is it? Oh, radiator, you'll have to go in the middle. And we'll just pop a plant down. Okay, so we've got the basic layout, so I think we'll just look quickly at how much are we doing money wise. Hiring some staff, so doctors. Wow, we're gonna need to get our training room in, aren't we? We're gonna need to get the training room in. Let's just build that. It's only going to be a little training room. Okay. So let's go with that. There, like so. Training pedestals. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Pop a bin in the corner. The filing cabinet for all of the training notes, obviously. Fire extinguisher. Will that pop down just in there? It will. Amazing. Hand sanitizer. We'll have that just by the door. Just because you're training, there's no need to be mucky. There we go. Radiator. Nice inspiring plant that we can tuck in the corner there. And we'll pop some posters up for our students. Perfect. So that's our training room. So we will need to think about staffing. So I think we've got kind of the basis of the hospital down. So we've got training, we've got all of our diagnosis. We're going to need to expand and move people into treatment areas, which I think is probably going to be this part here. So I'm going to buy this plot. I'm not going to develop it just yet. I think we've got sort of the basic stuff ready. We'll need to start putting some benches down. Plant wise, we've got good cover for that. Heating wise, yeah, we've still got a few little cold spots, so we're going to need to work. On those. So we need to get some more radiators down. But I think we've got the basis of something that might work here. So obviously we've got to start getting doctors in. We've got to start getting training happening. Obviously start to get some patients because we've actually used quite a lot of our money already. So at the minute we're not in a position to cure anybody. So we are going to need to get the clinics down. About the only thing potentially we could do if we had a psychiatrist was to actually train a psychiatrist. So we have got, oh dear, oopsie, a little bit of a blip there. Yeah, we could hire a receptionist. But yeah, I'd like to try and see that we've got actually better people. Now, I'm thinking this is probably somebody that we will hire you as our janitor. We'll hire Sammy for the time being. I'm not going to say that Sammy is going to be the best person that we're going to have. But again, like nurses, doctors, we're going to have to train these people up before we open. Because at the moment we haven't got anybody that can do anything. So I think what we will do is, albeit it's a little bit of a buildy episode, we've not really got much done. We've not had any patients come through or anything as like that as yet. But hopefully we've got the basis of something that's going to be reasonably sound. We'll start expanding and start putting our treatments or our clinics into this area here. And while we're doing that, we'll start getting some doctors in and start some training. So I suppose we could, why don't we very quickly, we'll just do a couple more minutes. Let's hire ourselves a doctor. Now I'm going to go for Philip Asparagus. And I'm going to go for, let's get ourselves a nurse. I'm kind of going for sort of middle of the road money. So that's probably going to be Dwight Muddle. Oh, he's hungry. And why don't we get some training going? So I want to go with diagnosis. We don't have anybody that can train at the moment, so we're going to need to get somebody in externally. And why don't we get both of these guys in and start them with some basic training, so they can get that kicked off while we are sort of starting the hospital. So what we'll do is we'll hit play, and they can go off and they can start getting their training done. So there we go, that is the start of Mitton University Research and Teaching Hospital. So hopefully we can start expanding that, start actually treating some patients in the next episode, where we may actually have some staff who might actually be able to do that. And here comes our trainer. There we go. But for now guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!